Watch the whip. Be dribble.
On second down, here's Barkley. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Come on, set. 15, line it. 15 line. Check, 52's the mark.
On 3rd down, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Out of the gun, Brissett. Now he's flushed out left. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check, 93 the mic, 93.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Flush to his right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to record his 5th sack of the season. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play fake, Brissett. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off on a former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Now,
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Jones. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off at the 48. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Come on, D. Hey, check Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
After the sack on first down, Brissett, and he's going to go down again. Lorenzo Carter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. 57's to Mike. Watch 57. Come on.
From the gun, here's Brissett. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 27. Brissett. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
A gain of 12. First down, 49ers.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. On first down, here's Breida. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, Brissett. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This is Breida. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Here we go. 15 running.
run for it with Breida. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal.
Ready? Right. 50 seconds left. It's going to be a long day.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the Giants' 5-yard line.
Come on, set. Man, ring. I'm coming for you. You mine. Check 99. Check 99.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. I got 8. Ready?
Throwing Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Check. Mike 56. Mike.
To throw on 3rd down. Jones. And Tate's got it. A really good pickup of 28 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Saquon Barkley. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He finds Coleman. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got a first and goal to go at the 7. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That's caught. It's Coleman. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
Watch the run. They're running it.
Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 23-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
23 yards, the final tally.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Brissett on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. On 2nd and 9, Brissett. He finds McKinnon, complete. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Brissett on 3rd and 2. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
First down, Brissett. That's Samuel, caught left side. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing, Brissett. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And this is caught at the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
They'll try to run with Breida. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And that'll be incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
This is 3rd and goal. Now this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch it.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Switch.
Brissett to throw on first. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Brissett sets to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 13. Kill. Hey, turn the football.
Brissett now. Gets this one left side to Pettis. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Here's Brissett. Eluding the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Brissett. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 43. They run with Breida. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Brissett. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Rabbit.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. A PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Okay, ready? 56 is the mic. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, step.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. It's brought in left side by Tate. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Jones now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Jones operating from the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Tate. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Jones now throwing on 1st down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Jones. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. Jones on 1st and 10 to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here I come again.
Here's Jones. Throwing again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And that'll make it 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
My 52. Check pass. Check pass.
Now Jones on 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
52's the mic, boys. 52. Squeeze, let's go.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Back near his goal line, Brissett, wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Any day. Check 31. Check 31.
Brissett looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. Here's Breida. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. H3. Off.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now it's Breida. And he's got room. And he's got this down to the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here.
The sack on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustment